Imagine spending over $100 on what you believe is premium sushi, only to discover later that it wasn't the fish you ordered at all. Or paying extra for wild salmon when it actually came from a farm hundreds of miles away. It sounds unbelievable, but according to multiple seafood studies, seafood is one of the most commonly mislabeled foods in the world, with many samples tested not matching the names on their labels. And this isn't just happening in one country. From luxury restaurants to neighborhood seafood markets to grocery stores, questions about seafood authenticity have become a global issue. Some substitutions are harmless. Others can affect quality, value, sustainability, and consumer trust. So, how can one fish become another? Why is seafood so difficult to verify? And how can an ordinary shopper tell the difference? Today, we're diving into the hidden journey behind one of the world's biggest food mysteries. Because once you see what happens behind the scenes, you may never look at seafood the same way again. Seafood is unlike almost any other food. Think about buying a whole chicken. You instantly recognize what it is. The same goes for a steak. Even fruits and vegetables usually keep their natural shape. But seafood is different. By the time it reaches your plate, the head is gone, the skin is removed, the bones disappear, and often all that's left is a clean white fillet. At that point, even experienced home cooks may struggle to identify the species. And that's exactly what creates the opportunity. Once appearance disappears, labels become everything. Seafood is one of the most valuable food industries on Earth. Every day, millions of tons of fish travel across oceans, through ports, processing plants, distributors, restaurants, and supermarkets before finally reaching consumers. A single piece of seafood may pass through several different companies before it's served. Each step adds complexity, and the longer that journey becomes, the harder it is to trace exactly where that fish came from. Most companies operate honestly, but experts say long international supply chains can create opportunities for mistakes, or in some cases, intentional substitutions. Imagine ordering red snapper. It's known for its delicate flavor, its texture, its reputation. Naturally, it commands a premium price. Now imagine receiving a much less expensive fish that looks nearly identical after it's been filleted. Without laboratory testing, would anyone notice? Probably not. And that's exactly why seafood identification has become such a challenge. Once the skin comes off, many species become surprisingly difficult to tell apart. For most diners, it's almost impossible. If one seafood product attracts more attention than any other, it's bluefin tuna. This fish has become legendary. At Japan's famous Toyosu fish market, exceptional bluefin tuna have sold for astonishing prices during auctions. Those headline-grabbing sales have made bluefin one of the most recognizable luxury seafood products in the world. But whenever something becomes incredibly valuable, lookalikes often follow. Some sellers have been found offering different tuna species under premium names. Others use labeling that's confusing enough to leave customers guessing exactly what they're buying. For the average shopper, the difference isn't always obvious. The color looks similar. The texture feels similar. And after it's sliced into sushi, telling them apart becomes even harder. Now, here's something many people don't realize. One of the most popular seafood products isn't actually pretending to be anything. Imitation crab is a real food product with its own name and ingredients. It's typically made from finely processed white fish mixed with starches and seasonings, then shaped and colored to resemble crab meat. When clearly labeled, there's nothing misleading about it. Millions of people enjoy it every year in sushi rolls, seafood salads, and sandwiches. The problem begins only when imitation products are presented as premium crab without clear labeling. But one question remains. If seafood can travel thousands of miles, changing hands again and again and again, who is making sure every label stays accurate? And the answer is far more complicated than most people imagine. When you order seafood at a restaurant, you probably picture a fishing boat, a hard-working crew, and fresh fish arriving at the dock. But today's seafood rarely takes such a simple journey. A single fish might be caught in one country, processed in another, packaged somewhere else, and finally sold thousands of miles away. By the time it reaches your dinner plate, it may have crossed multiple borders and passed through several companies. That long supply chain makes it harder to verify every step of the journey. Every handoff introduces another label, another package, another barcode. Most businesses follow the rules carefully, but when information gets lost or isn't recorded clearly, it becomes much harder to know exactly what's inside the package. And that's where confusion begins. Now let's talk about one of the world's favorite fish, salmon. Walk into almost any supermarket and you'll likely see labels like wild caught, fresh, premium. Those words immediately catch your attention. And for many shoppers, wild sounds more natural and more valuable. Studies have found that some salmon products were labeled differently from what testing later identified, including farm-raised salmon sold as wild-caught in some cases. That difference matters because wild salmon often commands a significantly higher price. So how can you tell?
A lot larger mesh size, around 6 inches.
Experts say wild salmon usually has a deeper, richer color and a leaner texture. Farm-raised salmon often appears lighter in color, with more visible fat marbling. It's not a perfect rule, but knowing what to look for can help you make a more informed choice. Now, here's something even experienced shoppers often overlook. Bright color doesn't always mean fresh. In some markets, approved processing methods are used to help preserve the appearance of fish during transportation. While these treatments are permitted in certain countries, regulations differ around the world, and critics argue that appearance alone shouldn't be used as a measure of freshness. That's why experts recommend looking beyond color. Read the label carefully. Check where the product was processed. Look for consistent information about its origin. Sometimes the smallest details tell the biggest story. Remember imitation crab? Here's where things get interesting. Contrary to what many people think, imitation crab isn't automatically a bad product. In fact, millions of people eat it every year. It's commonly made from whitefish that's finely processed, seasoned, and shaped to resemble crab meat. When it's clearly labeled as imitation crab, it's a legitimate product. The issue only arises when menus or packaging fail to make that distinction clear. Imagine ordering a premium crab dish because you're celebrating something special, only to learn later it wasn't the product you expected. That's not just disappointing, it affects trust. And trust is one of the most valuable ingredients in the food business. Scallops are another premium seafood item that can be difficult to identify once they're removed from their shells. Their simple round shape makes them especially challenging for the average customer to verify. Investigations have found cases where lower-cost seafood was cut into similar shapes and sold as scallops, or where added water increased weight and price. For chefs who build their reputation on quality, that's a serious concern. Many seafood professionals recommend buying scallops in season whenever possible and choosing products with clear sourcing information. The more transparent the seller, the more confident you can feel about what you're buying. For decades, identifying fish often relied on appearance alone. But today, scientists have another tool: DNA testing. Instead of guessing by color, shape, or texture, Researchers can analyze tiny samples and identify the exact species. This technology has helped uncover seafood labeling issues that would have been nearly impossible to detect with the human eye alone. It's also changing how governments, researchers, and responsible businesses verify seafood around the world. The science is becoming more accurate every year, but there's still one major challenge. Testing every shipment, every restaurant, and every grocery store would be an enormous task. Here's something many people never think about. The United States imports the majority of the seafood it consumes, meaning products often travel through complex international supply chains before reaching store shelves. That doesn't mean imported seafood is unsafe. Far from it. Many international suppliers meet exceptionally high standards. But the larger and more global the supply chain becomes, the more important accurate record-keeping becomes as well. Because once labels become separated from products, or information changes along the way, tracking every detail becomes much more difficult. And that's why experts continue calling for stronger transparency throughout the seafood industry. But mislabeled seafood is only part of the story. Out on the open ocean, far beyond the sight of most people, another challenge is unfolding. It involves remote waters, massive fishing fleets, marine conservation, and even the people working aboard some vessels. And what investigators have uncovered might completely change the way you think about the seafood industry.